T2RX6 here back, and it is, for me, Tuesday. For you guys, you'll be seeing this on Friday because I'll upload it remotely. And I'm just here to do a very small review before the holiday weekend. A very small review. So, I got these in my BBTS pile of loot, expecting them to be a bit bigger than they actually are, and they are super tiny. Fortunately, my pile of loot has a bunch of other stuff to show you guys at a later point in time. But let's take a look at the Impossible Toys Mechanic, Sparkplug, and Spike. A 4-piece set. 4 really small pieces by the looks of it. So let's open these guys up. Now, my whole purpose of buying these were when I got the Spike figure that came with MP10. I was like, oh, that was kind of a cool accessory, even though he's lacking a bit of detail. So I figured I would get these guys as they seem like little better detailed versions of Spike, and then the added bonus of Sparkplug. Yeah, they're very small. Let me just get this right out of the way. So here's your little guys. These are smaller than the type of thing that I would expect to get out of like one of those little quarter vending machines. But to their credit, they are fairly well detailed. Now, just to show you the scale of the guy I was trying to replace him with, yeah, that's pretty small. Now, pictures online of these guys actually show them with Optimus Prime G1, and that's about it. They show them in robot mode. Well, that is a ridiculously small guy compared to a semi-truck. However, I suppose if you really want to, since they are minorly articulated, you can put them in the cab, and that goes for any Diaclone type vehicle here, such as Trax. And we'll see, we probably will never get Spike out of Trax, but well, he's kind of in there. I have to fix his arms, but you can see he's in there with his feet up on the dashboard. So they're very small. They're good replacement Diaclone drivers though if you don't own a Diaclone driver, which I don't, but they fit right in. So you can see that they all have basic articulation. They have an arm that rotates and legs that rotate, and that's all you're gonna get. Let's get him out of here. That's the same articulation that you get on the much larger Masterpiece Spike, aside from him having a knee. But his face, he's got no face. So somehow Impossible Toys was able to put a little face on this Spike, but absolutely nothing on this one came from Takara. That's kind of sad. But regardless, this is kind of a silly little accessory. Now, the bottom of the feet here are drilled out, and they come with one of the pieces. I assume that since only 3 other pieces besides Spike fell out of the box, that he himself is one of the 4 pieces. So you get this little base, because there's no way you're standing this guy on his own. And it's a good base, it's not going anywhere, and it serves its purpose. Same goes for Sparkplug here. You get the little base that you can peg into his feet. And then you can stand him next to his son. Now, you also get some other accessories that I'm probably going to lose. I wish I could show you this. Let me balance it right here. That is a hard hat. You get one for each of them. And I just dropped them. There they go, at least they only fell on the table. So you get one for each of them. And one's a little bit smaller than the other, so that one belongs to Spike. And it doesn't really... Does it stay on? If you push it on, he's upside down and it's holding on, so I guess that's not too bad. It's certainly not pegged on or anything like that. So it's definitely a piece that I can foresee not sticking around too terribly long. But we'll go ahead and try to give up on these. I'm gonna put this one on because it's a little bit bigger. Nope. So you get the hard hats that really don't want to stay. There we go, I forced that one on. That's now on. Which is, I guess, cool if you want your Spike and Sparkplug with their hard hats. This one just definitely doesn't want to go on. Through the power of video editing and about 15 minutes of trying, I've got Spike's helmet sitting on him in a very unconvincing manner. So that kind of sucks. Now, you have also the final accessory, which is even smaller than the helmet. And that is a wrench. They both come with one. And get a good look at my fingerprints. Go ahead, replicate them. Commit a crime, I guess. So, you can just see how small this is. And we're gonna take Sparkplug here, because Sparkplug seems to work better than Spike. And there is just virtually no way to get this extra piece in his hand. Nothing at all. It's not gonna happen. In fact, I think his wrench is breaking in the process. So, it's a worthless accessory. Let's put him back. So, this is a not very good accessory set. Frankly, the likeness of Spike isn't even there. The hair color is not even right. The outfit colors are close, but the blue jeans could have been bluer. It's not poor lighting that's making them rather dark, and the tan shirt could have been a lighter tan. I have no problem with the color of the boots and stuff. They're pretty good to the show model, but they feel a little bit dark overall. What scale do I think these guys are good with? Legends. Yes, that is a Legends Bumblebee that looks like a mammoth next to these guys. And think about a compact sports car. Let's pretend that this Bumblebee is a Honda Civic. Do you only come up to the roof line when you stand next to it? These guys just barely go above the roof line. They're like a head above it. And that's not realistic at all. So you're at sub-Legends here. So you know what? Let's not bother with Legends. Let's go for World's Smallest. There we go. Now we have some guys who are almost in scale. They're a little bit smaller. I mean, Bumblebee's definitely a little bit smaller than Spike. But Jazz is a pretty good fit for the size they are. Maybe just a little bit on the small side. So, yeah. Here's Starscream for reference for anybody who wants to size compare with something that they own. Does that get you the idea of the scale you're looking at? Do I need to zoom out? I'll zoom out. There we go. There's Starscream. And the tiny, teeny, tiny humans. Actually, for Starscream, they're probably a good scale because they look to be about in scale with his cockpit. So, do I recommend these guys? No. They're a bit on the expensive side, to be honest. They were, like, I can't remember, did I pay 10 or 15 bucks for them? And they're pretty small for what you're getting. There's our Legends Bumblebee. And I'll go ahead and do I'm sorry, World's Smallest Bumblebee. I'll do the Legends, that's why I couldn't think of the name. So, yeah, they're pretty small. The accessories kind of suck. The wrenches are entirely useless. The hats are gonna fall off and be lost. So, no, I really don't recommend them. This is the second TFC item that I reviewed. Actually, I guess it's kind of the third because I did Valkyrie and Medic, and they all suck. So, save yourself some money. They're not worth it. So, that has been my very, very small review. I will see you guys after the holidays.